Hello again, you're watching Carter Junction. Welcome back, as promised. I'd have another video done for you guys, which involved the railway. This video, I'd like to show you a product that I've purchased, and it's to help with running in locomotives. And here it is. It's a DCC Concepts rolling road system. It does multiple scales. Doesn't do O gauge though. Just like to point this out, it doesn't do O gauge. Product number is RRA-12. Obviously 12 being 12 rollers. It tells you there you can do it on AC, DC or DCC. I believe there's a passive set and an active set. This will be the active set. Reason I bought this was because for a while I've been using this Hornby rolling road to run my locos in. Now this is fine, this is great and works really well. However, if you've got a diesel with drive to 2 axles, then you've either got to prop it up here or you've got to put the rollers back in such a way and rest it on this. And I didn't think it was because it used to wobble. I didn't think it was really good. Although I used to manage with it, but still, I'll still hang on to this because it's served me well. I'll be able to use this for steam locomotives or even, you know, like diesels. It's got the drive just to one bogie only. That'll do fine for that. But it's been quite faithful. I actually bought this when I got my live steam set years ago. But out with the old and in with the new. So the idea of this is now that I'll actually be able to run 2 in at a time. So that's quite good. And you can set it on DCC as well, and you know, so I'm quite chuffed with this, quite happy. So let's open it up and have a look. I've already taken the staples out of it. Right, so in the pack not sure yet. This way. No. So basically, in the pack, you've got your different spacers for whatever gauge it is you're using. I think they're already set for 00 scale. Yep. 00 HO scale, 16.5mm. Tells you that. And it's to change them, it's just simple 2 wee screws and basically put in a different size block. And basically they just sit on the track there, you can, it's gauged. So it seems quite good, seems quite reasonable. Now I thought there would be some sort of not quite sure what these are for, but I'm going to take a guess that you slot this one end onto the track, that end there will slot onto the end here, and this will join onto your wire from your controller. I can only assume. It's the only logical thing I can think of. yeah, oh well. So that to the side. Realistically, all I need is rollers, because I won't be changing gauges or anything. I purchased this from Hatton's, £77 it was, and the 6 roller set was only something like £15 cheaper, so there was no point in buying the 6. They were out of stock, I think, if I remember right, because I originally went for the 6, but when I seen the 12 I thought, well, you know, I could run 2 trains in at once, or if you get a train with, you know, like a class 40, you know, it's got 8 axles, so yeah, it's perfect for that. So there you go. So I'll let you see it working if you give me a second. I'll demonstrate it working for you. Okay, now here's one of my latest purchases. This is a newly released Helgen Class 26044, and it's just about to be run in, so I can get it DCC chipped and get it on the layout. So simple case, they sit on the track, train sits on top, and you just turn the power on. There we go. And you just leave that 30 minutes one way, 30 minutes the other way. Yeah, that's at 50% power. The controller I'm using to run them in is a Gauge Master Model D twin track, which also has the AC output as well in it, which is quite handy for running like point motors, etc., or lighting. But there you go, simple as that. And that'll just run till it's done. You've obviously noticed that this locomotive is weathered as well. This is actually factory weathered by Helgen. Out all the Class 26s that were released at the beginning of the month there, or is it the end of January, beginning of February, when they released their batch, different liveries and that. This was the only one that done it was weathered. Now I've been buying a lot of weathered stock lately because I prefer weathered stock. I used to like my locals pristine, but the weathered look is so much better. And to be honest with you, I'm just glad I did now. I do remember years ago I didn't like the look of manufacturers' weathered locos or stock because I didn't think they looked realistic, but now they're absolutely fantastic. So I'll end this video there, and that is the DCC Concepts RRA-12 rolling road set. I hope you found this informative. Any comments, just leave in the box below. Just before I go, I'd like to say hello to all my new subscribers. Thank you for, I'm now just over 500, which I'm quite impressed. I never thought I would reach 500. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a very soon, I'm going to do a running session. So it'll be a 500 subscriber special. So thanks again, and I'll see you all at that next video. See you later.